Alright, hello guys, Quest of Thunder. Welcome back. Another Saturday, another dose of boat projects.
It's warm in here, honey.
Yeah, it's okay. Starting to get summertime in Houston, so temperatures are going up. We'll start using the air conditioner here again pretty soon probably, because it's going to get hot. It's not too bad today though. So what are we doing today? We're continuing to remove the floor. I removed another section right here.
Where?
Right here. There's another section right there.
Now you have to use your that edger cutter, right?
I had to use the flush cut bit to cut away from the from that cabinetry over there.
This cabinetry here.
Yeah, so you can see down at the bottom there are two layers of plywood. There's this top layer, which was the teak and holly veneer, and then this bottom layer right here is the subfloor. Top layer teak and holly, bottom level subfloor. And because it goes up underneath this cabinet, I don't want to take this cabinet out, it's cut away flush. So what we'll do is we'll go back over this with a sander later on, sand that all down and make that neat. So when we go back in with the subfloor, it'll butt up against this. It won't be going underneath, obviously. So now what I'm doing right now, while I'm waiting for my multi-tool to cool off because it heats up really bad, is I'm taking out where of these. They used brass screws to screw down the floor instead of stainless steel. And so you can see in some cases the head stayed, but in some cases the heads broke off. And so how do you extract the screw when the head is broken off like that? What do you do? So, you know, you can drill it out. There's a bunch of different things you can do, but there's a good trick you can use, and that's just to use your drill. And so what you do is you take your drill, you open the chuck.
So
You open the chuck, all right, and then you put the chuck down over the top of the screw, and you close the chuck on it like you're gonna close it on a screwdriver or a drill bit, right? And then you just reverse the drill, and out comes the screw.
voila.
So.
Very nice. What were you doing before you discovered that?
Well, I actually haven't been. I left all these because I was trying to figure out a way to get them up easily, and so there's a whole bunch of these, and I hadn't started doing anything. And then I believe I saw this technique demonstrated on YouTube or someplace once, and so I remembered it, and I thought, oh hey, let's see if this will really work. And as you can see, whoop,
It does.
work on that one too good, probably because I don't have it clamped down good enough. There we go. There it is.
So you're taking all these out to make everything flush on these stringers.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
So
these
that
are
we can put them-
dangerous, man.
Yeah, and you want to
Step on one of those and it's going to go right through your foot.
Plus, it's got to all be smooth. So Mark is working on the beginning of the hallway here as we're going back towards the aft head, or hallway, passageway, I guess that's the Navy term. And,
Well, yeah, passageway, because this is a Navy boat.
it could be a Navy boat.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're going to make it a Navy boat. We're going to get a Navy Burgee. We're going to fly the Navy Burgee. We're going to register it with the Secretary of the Navy and fly a Navy Burgee.
What's a burgee?
A Burgee.
Is that like a
it's
golf term?
Yeah, it's a pennant. It's a pennant.
And what's it look like?
And it denotes that the boat is part of the Navy.
That is cool.
Yeah, it looks like it's got the Secretary of the Navy seal on it, and it's a blue pennant. And you fly it from the top of the mast on a pig stick.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah.
So,
And, so back in the day, so you register a sailboat like this. You know, you can register a sailboat like this with the Navy, and it's a throwback to World War II during the time when they were putting these Australian coast watchers onto the islands, like around Okinawa, Guadalcanal, Tarawa. They're putting coast watchers on these islands to keep track of the Japanese shipping and the fleet movements. And the only way they could get them there, well, first of all, you know, they didn't want to go on a submarine. They didn't want to jump out of airplanes. A lot of these guys were older, and so what they were doing was they were commandeering sailboats or fishing boats.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, and they were using those to put these Australian coast watchers ashore in various places. And so what they would do is they would pack them up with their radio and a bunch of provisions. They'd take them and put them on these islands, and they'd go up into the hills and set up a camp up there and watch the Japanese shipping and report back on the radio. And then these sailboats or fishing boats would go back and forth and keep them supplied. And the Japanese were nary the wiser.
So did they have to do anything specific with their boat to register, or they just
Well, today,
commandeered
well,
them
back
as
then I think the Navy,
necessity?
back then I think the Navy just commandeered them out of necessity. Today, what they have is a program where you can register your craft with the Navy, and if they accept the registration, then you get the privilege of flying a Navy Burgee. And if in the case of some sort of circumstance or situation where they needed a civilian craft, they could, you agree to surrender your craft to the Navy to use for whatever reason.
As long as the craft is usable, right, Mark?
Right. Well, of course, it has to be seaworthy, obviously.
But that would be kind of an honor,
Yeah,
I
it'd
would
be
think,
kinda
to
cool
serve
to
your
have
country with your
Yeah, I mean,
craft.
what sailboats around here get to fly a Navy Burgee?
That's
Not too many.
very
So
cool.
yeah.
Well, this day and age, I guess they have a lot of high-tech stuff, but sometimes those primitive methods work in time of battle or emergency, so you never know.
Keep it simple, stupid is the
Sometimes
way.
it's the little people that wind up helping the most, or making a difference. So anyway, yes, Mark's very proud of the Navy.
Yep.
And he served. I'm very proud of him. But he knows a lot of history. So anyway, as I was saying, down through the passageway, he's going to continue removing the subfloor into, here we are in the aft stateroom. It's a small section there. And then that last piece of teak and holly has to come up. And that's it. And I can't wait till we start preparing the stringers and preparing, cleaning out the bilge and whatever else we need to do to make it nice under there. Put down a brand new floor. So it's come a long way so far. Okay, hon, well, we'll catch back up as you progress.
All right.
All right.
Okay, so here we go. Section of flooring is up all along this cabinet in this passageway that runs back to the aft cabin. And all that's out now, exposing the hull below. And you can see what a mess it is in here. So I'm gonna have to get a hold of that mess. There's wires, and I don't know, half of them are, if they're even connected to anything. I'm gonna have to run them back to the fuse box, make sure they're actually active and used for something. I know there's at least one in here that's not. It's this one right here. This is not connected to anything, as you can see. So that's what you get with an old boat. There's a bunch of junk under there coming out from underneath these cabinets here. It's going to require some cleaning. And you can see the hull is just, it's dirty from the years of stuff just soaking through there. And I don't know. So some cleaning, and let's get some cleaning going and get these the bilges all clean and smelling good. It'll make a difference in this boat. Anyway, so yep, all the way to the forward section there, and all the way to the aft section here. And we still have this little bit in here to take out, and then this section over here. And we'll be all done taking out. We can get the cleaning and painting, and then we can get to putting the subfloor back down. Do a little repair work on some of these studs. There's a few of the studs that are loose, like in this square here. There's this one here. So I'm just going to drill it through, screw it through to the solid one there. But yeah, that's the deal. That's where we're at. Alright, well, we're going to call it a day. It's 5:30, and I'm going to go home and take a shower. I'm nasty. Appreciate you guys coming by and checking us out as we go through this whole process here. And man, it's tough. It's tough making an old boat new again, especially when it's just you and your wife doing it and you're only doing it part-time. Makes it difficult. But we're making progress. It's slow, but we're making progress. We get help where we can and do what we can. But, you know, it'll never be perfect because it's an old boat, but it'll be a lot better than it was. Anyway, thanks again for watching. I hope you subscribe. If you haven't, please think about doing that. Please honor us with a subscription. It helps us to grow the channel, and it helps us to get us in front of more people. Please share with family, friends, acquaintances, so that we can get a bigger viewing audience. And most importantly, please comment. We try to keep these videos as close to real time as possible, and I'm sure you see stuff that we don't see, or you know something we don't know. I've said it before, we don't know what we're doing, we're just learning as we go along. And so your comments and suggestions are invaluable, and they're a great help. So thank you again for all that you, for all you guys that come and watch and that subscribe and watch regularly. We appreciate it. And I'd just like to say from the crew of Thunder, fair winds and following seas. Bye.